Today's episode of Running It Back is loaded and ready for your listening pleasure. And you can watch it too on YouTube if you're that kind of guy. Hey, I wanted to take a second to remind you, update you, let you know about my latest show adding to my YouTube channel. It's called The Sunday Night Talk with me and Omar Carmona. Every Sunday night, we take in the slate of NFL games and, well, we have a talk. We have a talk about all that happened in the NFL, what we liked, what we didn't like, what was weird, and what we just flat out didn't understand. Week 1 is already in the books and up on YouTube if you want to catch up. See where we're at in our heads. Week 2's coming up, and they go up late Sunday night. So look for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, going deep on the NFL. On the Running It Back show today, E.L. Smith joins me again. He makes his glorious return, and we talk 1990s. Specifically, we talk TV, the TV show Martin. We talk about 90s fashion. We talk about the phenomenon that was Martin Lawrence. And, of course, we talk about the reactions in the schoolyard the next day, having watched the episode. What episode, you ask? Season 1, Episode 6, entitled Forever Sheneneh. We go deep on it, and as you'll see, we get off track a little bit. But hey, what are you going to do? That's how this goes. Martin Lawrence, where were you in the early 90s when you had a reckoning with Martin Lawrence in some way, shape, or form? Running It Back, Forever Sheneneh, E.L. Smith. Yo Mama's so old, she co-wrote one of the 10 Commandments. Running It Back right now. Making his glorious return to Running It Back, E.L. Smith. How are you?
What's going on, man? Chilling.
Not much. Last time I saw you was on another Zoom. We were doing your Zoom show, which I got to say was one of the more fun Zooms
Really?
I think I'd ever done. People actually laughed. You had people like as audience members watching your Zoom show.
It was good.
I got to say, I'd never experienced that.
I put up a story today on Instagram. I said, should I do another Zoom show? And I thought it would be 100%, but at least 13% of people said no.
Who said that?
I don't know. You know, one of those polls, like when you just ask a random question through the story, so you don't know who said anything. Yeah, but 13% said no.
Man, who said yes? You got a bunch.
I don't know. I don't know who said yes. But I thought it was funny.
A simple no is the biggest insult sometimes.
That's true. That's so true because you can't give a story or like say, oh, I really can't. I wish I could, but just like flat out no.
Yeah. You asked me on that Zoom show like what was the biggest insult like you ever got in comedy? And I told the one where like I put a YouTube clip up of me that I thought was really funny, and then I looked in the comments, and one of the comments just said, "Nah." That was my harshest insult.
YouTube comments can be like bad. They can be the most worst things you ever hear. Like, and you're bound to hear one, no matter what you post, no matter what you see posted. It could be like somebody saving kittens. Like you're gonna find somebody who's gonna say like F those kittens or something. Like you'll just find some craziness. Mm-hmm. It never fails with YouTube comments.
Always.
It always gets the dislike. Well, like who is disliking this?
I'm giving you a 100% likes guarantee on this Zoom episode today, though. Guarantee.
Awesome.
Well, today, Running It Back, we chose a special episode of the TV show Martin.
Martin, yes.
Great 90s TV show to do a little review on. Specifically, we chose Season 1, Episode 6, entitled Forever Sheneneh.
People already know what you're talking about when you say that.
Some people right away are going to know what we're talking about. And some people are going to like, who, what, what's going on? I got some notes on the episode. This episode aired October 1st, 1992.
Wow.
And here's a synopsis. Shanaynay wins a date with Christopher Kid Reed on Martin's radio show. Kid arrives at Shanaynay's apartment and learns that she is his biggest fan, but her hospitality towards Kid makes him uneasy when she serves him malt liquor and makes sexual advances at him. Ultimately, Kid flees out of the apartment and resurfaces at Martin's place, where Gina convinces Kid to go back and finish the date. So, a lot already happening here in the synopsis, but before we started off, like I rewatched the Martin episode, and like you got to catch up on it. So, like first off, what surprised you about the Martin episode?
Man, what surprised me about the Martin episode? It was a good episode. What I like about it, I guess, because he played the two different characters. So he played, Shanaynay, and when he plays that character, it just feels like, even though it's him, it just feels like it's somebody else, because he changes his voice and he changes the way he walks. So you think it's really a person like that with all the jewelry on and stuff. He changed. Yeah, so that's what stands out the most about that episode for me, though.
Yeah, I rewatched it, and like three things like surprised me. Number one, I forgot in the show Martin is a radio DJ. I forgot that was his job. I was like, oh, he's a radio DJ. That's right. And then second, in Detroit, yeah. And then the best part, his radio station's name, WZUP. What's up? That was
I never noticed that. That's original.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then secondly, I forgot about the Martin opening monologue where he just talks in a dark room to the audience, and he does a little bit. That was fun. It had nothing to do with the episode, but his little monologue was really funny.
Yeah, I think they stopped doing that season 2 or something like that. But I remember those. Those was fun. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Seinfeld, when he used to do like the stand up in front of the
good point.
show, and it had nothing to do with the show. It's just like,
it really had nothing to do with the show. He was talking about being bullied by a girl.
Yeah.
As a little kid, but the show was something totally different.
It was. But,
third thing that surprised me, 1990s cool jackets. They're wearing the big cool jackets. Like, I could never pull that off, but if I saw someone with those jackets back in the day, you were cool.
Yeah. Or the hat that Cole was wearing, the little, like, I don't even know, is he a magician with that? Like, that type of hat that he has.
I have some questions about Cole. Yeah, we'll get to Cole. Yeah, Cole had a weird hat on too. Martin had the big jacket on.
Oh yeah, the jacket was huge, but I guess that was style.
Yeah. Huge leather jacket, and you would wear it indoors, no matter the time. It had its moment, those jackets. And then lastly, my surprise, did you catch this? Martin has a can of Mellow Yellow soda.
I saw that, and I saw that.
I haven't seen Mellow Yellow in years. What happened to Mellow Yellow?
That surprised me too, because I'm like, can they do that? Is that product placement? Like,
it had to be, right?
Did they even know? Or did they even care back then? Like, now you can't even do that stuff.
Mellow Yellow. I think I've had maybe one can ever of Mellow Yellow. I think it was Mountain Dew-esque. I can't remember though.
Yeah, Mellow Yellow. You know what soda like always trips me out? The one that's similar to that. It's called Squirt.
Squirt. Oh, I definitely remember Squirt. Squirt was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't want that soda. Just the name. Just the name alone. It's like, and then they have the picture of the water emoji, like the squirt. Right. I'm good.
Squirt soda.
I had it before, but I just can't. Every time I say that in a sentence, I don't feel like I should be talking about soda. I don't know.
Squirt was
you like Squirt? Yeah, go pick me up some Squirt.
Give me some Squirt. Did anybody ever Squirt if they got it?
Never. You ran out of Squirt. What?
Yeah. Yeah, if you saw it like in a vending machine, that's when you bought it, because you're like, oh, I'll get it. It's in a vending machine. But you never bought it on your own from a grocery store. Number 2 aspect, Martin's friends. Martin, Cole, and Tommy are like, those are his bros.
Yeah.
And they each have like very unique style clothing, Tommy and Cole. So
Yeah.
yeah, my question is, which attire, you get to choose one,
Hmm.
Martin, Cole, or Tommy, which attire, which clothing do you choose? Which one would you wear personally?
Oh man. I think I'll wear Cole minus the hat.
Yeah, Cole has this huge beret thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if he's getting ready to do make a go make a painting afterwards or something like that. But yeah, I like Cole, but they're all a little bit off. I think Tommy's shirt was a little bit crazy looking or something like that
Tommy,
with the
yeah, had this weird kind
designs
of
on it.
sophisticated hip black dude 90s
Yeah.
look because he's
Yeah.
got the shirt tucked into the pants. It's buttoned all the way up, but it's got a really crazy pattern on it.
Yeah, like you're still not going into the office with that. Like, what are you?
Yeah, where's he going like that?
He's dressed up. I don't know. I don't know. He's dressed up, but it doesn't look dressed up. So
Yeah, Cole's the like urban, but you could tell like a middle-aged white lady dressed him. It's like,
yeah.
this is urban, this is cool. So Cole's got his urban stuff, Tommy's sophisticated guy, and Martin's somewhere in the middle. If I were to choose one, if I go back to the 90s, I
Mhm.
want Tommy's attire.
You
I
want
think
Tommy's attire
oh, the Tommy. Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be a fun clothing to wear for one day.
Oh man. Oh man. He
Yeah.
passed away. He's not. I don't
I
know
read
when.
that in the deep research that that he
Yeah.
had passed away, and he was the only character I think was in every single Martin episode.
Oh really?
I think I read that. Yeah, in some little part, he's in every single one.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, shout out Tommy and his bright shirts.
Yes. Yes.
Number 3, we got to talk about this. Martin's apartment.
Yes. Martin's apartment. It was
Yeah.
very 90s. Green couch, 90s things. What I like about it though is that if you look around the apartment, he had some posters up of like places, movies that he was in and movies that he did and stuff like that. So
Now, I think that was the first time he has the Do the Right Thing poster up by the door. I think
yes.
that was the first time I ever saw that poster and kind of realized that that was a movie.
Oh
I was like,
really?
oh, yeah, I think so. Because I knew it the second I saw it in the episode. I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. It was on his wall and I'd see it at Blockbuster Video. I'm sure I saw it at some point. I was like, yeah, that's what like people who have jobs and are kind of hip have in their apartment. Also the leather couch, the kind of green leather couch he has.
Oh yeah, that is so 90s. That is so 90s. But you
Yeah.
know, do the right thing, Spike Lee. It's a
Spike
classic.
Lee. Yep.
Have you seen it?
I seen it. Yeah. Not in a long time though.
Me too.
I feel like the Do the Right Thing poster might have been a generation ahead of me. The poster you had to have in your dorm room. If you were in college in those years,
Yeah.
you had that poster in your dorm room. Just like, and the white dude equivalent is Reservoir Dogs.
Oh really?
If you had a dorm room in that era, you had to have Reservoir Dogs posters in your dorm room.
Reservoir Dogs. I think I started watching that one day and I just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, it's a sit down one. You need time for that one. That one's a lot
people
going on.
people say it's a cult classic, but when I watch, I'm like, oh, I'm trying. I don't know. I'm trying.
That's your movie review. I'm trying. So now on to the episode. Do you remember watching this episode? I will say though, we both bought this episode to watch it. We paid the $1.99. So
What,
we
you paid
invested.
$1.99?
I paid $1.99 to rewatch this episode.
Oh wow, really? No, I paid that too. I paid $1.99.
That had committed to memory.
After I searched it on YouTube though, I was trying to find it on YouTube first. I was like, I want to keep my $2, but
Yeah, me too. I bought it. How did you buy it then?
I bought it through Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
Yeah.
I bought it through YouTube and I've watched it a bunch of times since. So,
Okay.
do you remember this episode though? Do you remember watching it on TV?
I do. It's like out of all the more episodes, this is probably the one that will stick out the most, just because I'm a huge House Party movie fan, and
Right.
I like Kid and Play, and those movies were funny to me. So I remember when Kid was on here, and then Martin dressed. Anytime Martin dresses as like Shanaynay, it's just that episode's gonna stick out because he's gonna do something wild and crazy, and just like over the top. Like
That
every
it's a
time.
great guest star appearance because kids coming off of House Party 1 and 2
Oh
Heat.
wow. Yeah.
He's coming off. I looked it up, which also Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell, his girlfriend and Martin, are both in.
Yeah.
They're both in House Party. So he's coming off some House Party heat. Here's my surprise that I found out from my little House Party research.
Hold on, I think I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, okay. I'm going to ask you what you think House Party is on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think it's Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, no, that's okay. Um, I don't know. They probably didn't do it justice. I want to say what, 40%?
93% on Rotten
Oh,
Tomatoes.
really? Okay,
I
they
was
did
blown
do it
away.
justice.
They love it.
It is a great movie, dude. Like I bought the DVD, even though I don't have a DVD player that has like all three house parties, and I never opened the case. I just have it because House Party is such, I don't know, it's just funny. And there weren't even comedians, but it was funny. It had Robin Harris in it,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a comedian. Young Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence. That's the movie that blew up Martin Lawrence. Was House Party.
Right. Yeah. Martin Lawrence is kind of kicking around. He's in a few movies
Yeah.
in these early 90s. House Party. He's in, what's
He's
that?
in Do the Right Thing, House Party, Talking Dirty After Dark. Some other movies
Is
too.
he in for Love and Basketball? Am I remembering that right?
I don't think so.
I might be confusing, but I thought he was one of the bros in this kind of group movie. I should look, but he's kicking around, and then Martin happens, and he blows up.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, he got Martin because of House Party. That's House Party was that movie, man. Then he played the perfect. Martin played the perfect role in that movie. The same role that kind of like Stickler in American Pie. Where
I see. Right.
they get the best scene where they could be the most funniest person in the movie. Same thing with what's the dude from The Hangover? Zach
Oh
Gavin.
yeah, Zach Galifianakis. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I think he steals that movie.
yeah,
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 we look at it like a Bradley Cooper movie, but on the rewatch, I think Zach Galifianakis might steal that movie. He's so funny.
yeah. They get the part of the movie where they can be the funniest and the like that character, like that outrageous
Mhm.
person. So
Yeah.
and yeah, Martin definitely
And I
has some
do
funny
think
parts.
I rewatched Bad Boys also recently.
Hmm.
And that's, you think Bad Boys and you're like, oh, Will Smith, 100% all the way. I think Martin Lawrence is the man in that movie. He's the funny
That
one.
he
Will
is the
Smith
funny.
just sort of like is a tough guy in that movie.
Yeah, yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, yeah. But Martin's funny though. Martin. One thing I will say, Martin's movies are decently not. You know what? I take that back. His earlier movies are funny. Then he got to that Eddie Murphy part where they just started just doing movies just to do movies,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're not funny anymore. But Eddie
What's the
Murphy's,
best Martin Lawrence movie?
oh man, the best Martin Lawrence movie besides Bad Boys, I want to say A Thin Line Between Love and Hate was pretty good.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, Blue Streak was pretty good.
Blue Streak, yeah, I would say is
It
I
had
almost
Dave
take
Chappelle in
Bad
it.
Boys out of the mix because it's the biggest one. But Blue Streak is good. I
Yeah.
chucked National Security when that came out.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's got some good stuff in there. Good stuff.
You know,
From
he used
Martin.
to run up and down the Comedy Store, man. He used to be at the Comedy Store all the time.
I remember the story. That's what, when I saw his opening monologue, I was like, I can see him doing this in the original room, sort of thing. Just like just riffing off of stuff and acting crazy before the little thing, but after the little thing. I thought it was funny. Funny talk about being bullied by a girl.
The classic setup and punchline. Yeah.
You said you liked when Martin did the other characters. He dresses up as Shanaynay.
Hmm.
All right, quick. How many Martin characters can you name from the TV show?
Oh, let's see. You got Roscoe, the little boy. His mom, I don't know her name, but he dresses and he plays his supposedly supposed to be his mom. And then you got Shanaynay. And then you got Jerome in the house. Oh, that was a good
From in the
episode.
house, right?
Yeah, we found those episodes. Those are good. It's funny because I have seen a black dude that was like that in real life.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so funny. Like, and then the security guard. I don't know, security Cletus or something, Otis or something like that.
You got it.
And
Old Otis. Yep.
I want to say that's it.
Okay, I think you got all of them, but
One.
4.
Oh, I missed
You got
4?
Shanaynay Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Edna Payne was his mom.
Okay.
Old Otis, security guard.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome,
Mm-hmm.
Roscoe.
Roscoe, that's 5.
And then there was Dragonfly Jones,
Oh, yeah.
Bob, Elroy, and King Beef were
I
all
don't
the.
remember them.
I didn't remember some of these. Bob, I think that ran out of character names on.
Okay. I remember the karate dude. Yeah.
Yeah, right. The karate dude. Yeah. So I forget, like, oh, yeah, he was doing all these characters in the show this whole time.
Which is pretty good because I don't even remember Martin from improv. So that was
Mm-hmm.
that was good. That was good. So I
Yeah.
remember it's famously that he's been banned from SNL for his monologue.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Martin
you
Lawrence?
never heard that? Yeah, they banned him for life because his monologue was talking about women and like cleaning and like down there and stuff like that.
What year was this?
I don't know. It was the 90s, I think.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
height of Martin Powers.
Yeah, they banned him from the show. He didn't care.
I didn't remember this episode. On the rewatch, it was pretty much like I first saw it.
Okay.
Because I was like, okay, I remember all these characters. But yeah, I went in with a clean slate. I was taking it all in. So the way the episode works is Martin is a radio DJ, Kid from Kid and Play is his guest, and they have a dating contest to see who gets a date with Kid. And Shanaynay wins the date. So he has to go out with Shanaynay, and hilarity ensues. So here's my questions. They may be unanswerable. I will let you know right now.
Okay.
They may be unanswerable questions. All right? First question. Kid's hats. Kid from Kid and Play is wearing these ball caps, and his hair is sticking out of the top. Was he cutting holes in ball caps? How was he pulling this off?
I want to say he was. And then it probably became
Had
a
to be,
trend.
right?
Yeah, because that wasn't happening because he had the hot top fade.
Mm-hmm. He has the
And
high top fade, you're right, in House Party. And then he has like the, I don't even know what
he gets
you call
the hair
it.
twisted
It's
in
twists or
house.
dreadlocky type of.
Yeah, he
come-
just basically twisted it into like braids or something like that. But no.
Mhm.
So I guess it couldn't fit in the hat. So he's like, I came up with a new design. I'll just stick it up out the hat. I haven't seen anybody do that since. You know, sometimes they bring back old like styles from back in the day and stuff like. Cause people still get high top fades now, and you wouldn't think anything of it. You know, people still are getting mohawks now. So, but the hat out, the hair out the hat is pretty like. I wonder if I should bring that back. You know, it's between that and the Jerry curl, Patrick. I'm trying to set myself.
Curl.
I'm trying to set myself apart.
Interesting. Have you ever had a Jerry curl before?
No.
No. What would it take to get one of those? How do you get a Jerry curl? Is it chemical?
It's chemical. You just gotta buy the stuff and just like wash your hair in it so it like greasy, like it's like moisturized and like very greasy, and make sure you when you wake up and you just spray it just to keep it the moisture and it's dripping.
This is so intricate.
It's a Jerry curl. It's dripping, so it's curly. It makes your hair curly, but it's like it's very wet. Your hair is always wet.
Wait, and will you have to grow your hair to like a certain length, or you just start spraying it?
Oh, you gotta have at least have hair. You gotta do it. Kind of like think like an afro.
You gotta have an afro length hair.
Yeah,
to start.
at least. Yeah. I remember Ice Cube had the Jerry curl, dripping hard.
Oh right, yeah. I always liked if you ever watch like old sports clips on YouTube, like a show from a game from the 80s. Every once in a while, there's a basketball player that has the Jerry curl, and it looks like so much maintenance. Like, how are you playing basketball like this? But you're like, that's the style. That and a mustache. Mustaches were big in the late 80s for athletes for a short while. White dude and black dude. A mustache was mature.
Yeah, and a mustache. I like that look though. But if I wear the Jerry curl, I'll be noticed in the comedy world. Like I'll be the only guy. Like the guy with the Jerry curl, he was funny.
Like, hey, who is that one dude has that joke? You know, who's that? The dude with the Jerry curls. Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Well, you just reminded me. I went to your comedy show that you were doing a set on a while back. And do you remember this? You were doing a set, but it was somebody's birthday on the show.
I think I remember.
And they had a cake, and the guy passing out the cake was the super skinny black dude in a suit.
Oh yeah.
Long straight hair. And if you see a black dude with straight hair, you listen to that guy. You listen to every single word, because he comes up to me, he's cutting the cake, and he just goes, "You want some cake, baby?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir. I want some cake." I was like, I agree with everything.
Uncle Levi.
Farted. It was nice.
Uncle Levi, man. He
what's his name?
Levi is his name.
Oh, perfect.
Uncle Levi, but he runs that Crack 'em Up show, with Michelle on Thursdays. Yeah, man. He wears I don't know if he works like that, but every time you see him at that show, he has on a suit. He's like dressed up, and he's just opening the door. I'm like, do it,
I
man.
paid the man going in. He got me cake. I'm 100% Levi.
Yeah, that dude. He's a cool dude. Though. He's a cool dude.
The straightest hair you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Next pending question. 40s on a date. So Shanaynay, she basically Me Too's kid on the date. throws herself at kid, and she offers him 40s. She's like, "We're gonna have some 40s." 40s. That brought me back. I was like, 40s was big in the 90s. I don't know if I aged out of 40s or what, but 40s was a big deal.
Yeah, that's before people knew the dangers of malt liquor. Malt liquor, 40 ounces of malt liquor. Like, no, they're not trying to kill me. Really? You think so?
So ambitious. You just buy a 40-ounce beer, and you're just like, I'll be drinking this now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Shanaynay date tactics?
I thought they were funny, man. It's funny when she was coming on to him, and she's like, "Cool kid, I'm like your fan. I'm like your biggest fan."
Yeah.
Oh kid. I'm gonna dance for you, silly.
The dance. Yeah. At one point, Shanaynay says, like, "I cooked you a meal, but first, how about a little live entertainment?" But she doesn't put any music on. She just starts dancing on kid.
Yeah. It's funny, dude. Funny.
These days, Shanaynay would be put in handcuffs and kicked off all social medias, because she goes hard on kid.
Yeah, that's that. A lot of shows you look at nowadays, you'd be like, like older shows, you're like, I don't think they wouldn't be able to do this anymore.
Oh, definitely. This is definitely one. And then they do the classic 80s, 90s sitcom trope where kid goes back to the date and Shanaynay throws herself on him or something, and he goes, "Oh no," and they freeze it, and it's end credits.
Yeah.
Mid chaos, they're like, "That's it, show's over." We don't really know what happened. We don't know if what do you think happened on the date? How about that for a hypothetical?
What happened on the date? After they dance.
So they dance. She said, head, credits. Okay, go from there.
She said, "Can I have a kiss like you kissed that girl at house party?" I like that part.
Oh yeah. The way you kiss that light skinned girl.
Yeah. Maybe he kissed her. I don't know. Maybe he kissed her, and then it sparked something in him. And later down the road, he found out that she was really a man.
She finds out it's Martin Lawrence and
the whole time, and it ruined their friendship. Maybe.
I say, because goes back to the date after Gina gives him the talk, and he's like, "I can't disappoint my fans." So I say he sticks around, he makes out with her for a little bit, but they ultimately don't hook up. They don't have sex. He bails, but Shanaynay's okay with it because she got to make out with him. put her hands on him a little bit. So I say he does stick around and make out a little bit, but he runs out. He thinks of after that.
What I think happens after that? That's what you think happens, or?
That's what I say. Yeah, if the episode were to continue, I say that's what happens. He does it. He makes out with her because she's a fan.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He doesn't want to disappoint his fans.
It could happen.
Could be.
It could happen.
Next pending question. Does Shanaynay ever find love?
Does she or should she? Does she ever in the show? Is that what you're asking?
I don't know. Just hypothetical. Does Shanaynay find love?
You know what would be funny? This never happened, but if she did find love, but it was a woman dressed as a man.
Oh, really?
I think that just would have been unique because he's Martin dressed as a woman.
Right.
So they would have got a female comedian dressed as a man.
As a man. Oh, hold on. What if Wanda Sykes dressed up as like what if Wanda Sykes was dressed up as like a manager at Gold's Gym type? Where but he's not fit. He's not a fit guy, but he works at a Gold's Gym. That I could see. You know what? Martin left a lot of money on the table. This is a whole new sitcom with Shanaynay and
the spinoff.
The spinoff. All characters. No, not real Martin.
Oh, that's
Martin
a good
stuff.
sitcom concept. Somebody's gonna watch.
Wanda Sykes dress up as stuff. David Alan Grier, big '90s guy, he could be in it.
Yeah.
But we need a token white dude to also be in it. Who was big in the? Who could have been big in the? One of the guys. How about this in a big time crossover? One of the guys from Kids in the Hall. He joins.
Oh, you know what? That could have worked.
I don't know any of their names, but he could.
I know
he could be on it, and they just have a total character-driven show. Shanaynay.
I never thought that show was funny.
I didn't either, but I thought I didn't understand it. I thought I was too young to understand it.
I thought so too, but I was like, and then I started doing research. Like it kind of was kind of in with Lauren Michaels and all that type of stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's probably why it came on the air.
There was a bunch of shows in that time where it was too much for me to understand, but I still watched them.
Yeah, I still watched it too. Yeah. Yeah,
on Fox and NBC and stuff. You just watched whatever was on. You had no decision making.
That's true.
So yeah, I would watch Melrose Place and no idea what was going on. No idea whatsoever.
But that's the testament to good writing, because you watch Melrose Place. I watch it too. Still have no idea what was going on, but still watch it every week. Every week. But I really looking back at it, why am I this young watching this mess?
It was on and it was popular too.
Yeah.
So it seemed like I had to sort of have it in my wheelhouse.
The only show that I think that I will watch and I watch today and be like, okay, I see why I watched that. It was funny. Married with Children was pretty good. Oh, I watched that. That was great. Yeah, that was a good 90s show. It was so anti-sitcom and how Full House and Family Matters, they have the sad middle part and then they make up at the end and oh, we're a happy family, blah 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 blah, with these corny jokes and did I do that? But Married with Children was so funny that I think it's still funny to this day versus those other corny shows, because Al Bundy, Married with Children was kind of like MTV and everything else was VH1. This is way edgier, and I can still remember silly jokes from it that will still make me laugh. There was one episode where Al Bundy takes his car to the car wash, and it was one of those things where family, we're going to the car wash, but the whole crowd starts cheering for him, and they lose his car at the car wash. And he's like, how did you lose my car at the car wash? And it's a whole thing. And then they finally find it. And he's like, how did you lose my car? He's like, well, sir, it turned out when we washed it, it turned out to be a different color. It could not be more funny. And there's a part where that's funny.
He's like, I want the deluxe car wash. And yes, sir, Mr. Bundy, I just need your key. And he gives him a flathead screwdriver. many jokes that like just coming at you too fast. And I think in any young boy's mind, if we're talking early 90s, I'm like 12 or 13 years old. Kelly Bundy accelerated the puberty factor in every young boy's mind for that show. That was too much for
There's too much going on.
Take in.
It was too much going on in that show. Like
too much.
The running thing about like you knew Al Bundy's like every show, like every so often they'll always mention how he was a high school star.
Oh, that's right.
Football
high school football.
4 touchdowns in a single game. They always say that. Polk County.
Polk High. That's right.
Polk High. He'll always bring it up. Like he was way long past high school, but he'll always find a way to bring up the fact that he was a football star in high school.
That was a great 90s show.
Yeah, it was a good show. And then those digs he used to have at the, but you probably couldn't do this today. They have like the overweight lady come into the shoe store and he'll say like the most like cruelest thing to her.
Oh, great overweight lady jokes. That's right.
Yeah,
I like how we turned this Martin episode into a Married with Children episode.
I don't know how, but those like you probably couldn't do that today. Oh my God, they would cancel you on Twitter so fast.
That's true. That's true. It was they should say just once a year we get the most irreverent comedy and all jokes are on the table once a year, and that's the show. How about that? Can we just agree on that?
A purge.
Just go for it. That'd be funny.
Like a purge type day. Like
yeah,
everything you say is totally acceptable. You know how many racist things you probably hear that day?
You can go weight, race, poverty, homeless. You just go for it. And whatever happens, and when it's over, it's over.
If they had a day like that, I'm logging into Donald Trump's Twitter. I gotta see what he's gonna say.
Yeah,
he's gonna.
Yeah, we'll have that Twitter feed just going.
Yeah.
On the side of the show.
Let me tell you about Obama. And
How about this for hypothetical unanswerable?
Mm-hmm.
Say we get an administration change come November. Biden wins, Trump loses. What's Trump's next move? Does this dude go back to making TV? Is he gonna write a book talking trash?
He's not gonna write a book. He's not gonna write a book. No,
I think you're right. I think
that's not his MO. I wouldn't be surprised if he was on like Dancing with the Stars, because that's not beneath him.
That'd be interesting.
But that's not beneath him to do that. What would he do? He would want to keep this base that he has. These people that admire him.
He can't get out of the limelight. He wants to stay, but how?
So he'll probably either come up with some type of show, or he would just keep traveling and doing these little come to the circus rallies or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But no, he would probably have something in entertainment, like a show. And
I think you're right. It's got to be a show.
Plenty of people willing to give him a show. He might have his own reality show. He might do that. I
Definitely.
wouldn't put him past him to do that with all his kids and like his wife and all that stuff, and just do a reality show.
Something. He's gonna shoot for something big no matter what, because he can't stay away. He wants to be in front of the camera and a reality show. I would love to see Dancing with the Stars. I think that would be funny.
With Trump. I'm just joking with Dancing with the Stars. He's not doing that.
No way he can dance, right?
One thing about him, he's not gonna put himself in no embarrassing situation. People can pick at him. No, he's not doing that.
No. Dancing with the Stars would be so funny though.
He has no control over what happens. Nah. He's not doing that.
What if he does a total 180 and he goes for American Ninja Warrior? He gets fit somehow. I don't know how. He's an old guy. He goes American Ninja Warrior. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. But I think it's going to be reality TV for that guy. I think it is. Well, we'll see though, man. This is a toss-up, dude. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I tell my mom all the time that Donald Trump has people who love him. Like, you have a lot of people who hate him, but there's some people out here flying the flags and wearing the hats. Like, there's nobody out here like that for Joe Biden. Like, I don't have no Joe Biden flag and a hat, and I'm like, woo, Joe Biden. You don't like it, you can get out. But
right.
Donald Trump has people like that. Like,
you've seen it out here in LA.
Well, you saw the thing on Twitter the other day where they had those people. I don't know where they came from, but they was like in a caravan full of Trump signs and stuff, and they drove through downtown Hollywood and was
Oh, I
harassing
didn't see that. That
You didn't
surprises
see
me.
that? They were
No,
harassing
I didn't.
protesters, and they were on Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks.
Really? No, I
Yeah,
didn't see that. Maybe that's
this was
because
like maybe
90%
two,
of my
three.
Twitter's muted.
Oh, this was like 2, 3 weeks ago.
No, I didn't see that. I
It
said
was
there's two
funny.
houses in my neighborhood that got like the Trump flag on it. And I'm like, whoa, that's a sign. You're gonna get
Oh wow,
a brick thrown through your window. It's like, just put up the American flag. But yeah, I've seen a couple and it surprises me here. But I
really?
did see a really good Joe Biden one the other day. It was Joe Biden, but it was spelled by BYE dash Don DON. So it was by Don. I thought that was pretty creative.
Oh,
Like, that's a good one. That's a good one.
that was a good one. Now that's good. I haven't seen any Joe Biden signs, but I will tell you this though: when he wins, because I have to speak it. I want to get a shirt of Joe Biden, a picture of Joe Biden, and he's smiling with those teethy ass, those like false teeth, and like a huge smile with the glasses on, the shades on, and then right under it says "You mad, bro?" That's what I
Yes, that'd be
want.
good.
I would wear that shirt just to make people mad.
That's a good one. Whoever wins, it's fair game to talk trash. I have no problem if you win. Fair game to talk trash. I love it.
I don't know who's gonna win. So this feels like WWE or something like that. This feels like
Oh, we're definitely in pro wrestling world at
Yeah,
this
this
point.
feels like SummerSlam. Like I don't know.
SummerSlam, cage match, SummerSlam.
Yeah, like I don't know if this is gonna. Whoever wins, a certain amount of people, this hearts are just gonna be tore out, like broken.
Yep,
apart.
it's gonna be
I
a rough
don't mean
one.
to laugh, but it's just gonna be. Some people are gonna be distraught, like
Yes,
literally
safe to
distraught.
say, some people are gonna take it hard. Either way,
Oh
either
my
way.
gosh. Yeah.
The state of California needs to issue a seriously dude maintain policy for the month. I was like, everybody just maintain.
I don't mean to laugh, man, but I remember when like it was between him and Hillary Clinton, and everybody thought Hillary Clinton was gonna win. Like I even thought she was gonna win. And it used to
I sure
seem like
did.
when they started like the convention, people would have the little noise clappers and hats on. They were partying and drinking, like that. And as the night went on, like people slowly like just slowly
Oh,
got depressed. And then when
oh.
people started leaving, like how like you're winning, your team is about to lose, and it's
I was
still
gonna
like
say it sounds like a football game. You're like, I'm
yeah, it's
leaving at
like
the end
10
of the
minutes
third
left.
quarter.
Like still, that's how it started to look in the crowd. People just started leaving, but
Like,
you had some people who still stood there and they're like, what's going on?
what's going on? Put a side by side of the Hillary supporters election night with the Atlanta Falcons fans from that Super Bowl that they blew against
Yeah.
the Patriots, and you will have the same face. You're like, what's happening? We were on such a high 35 minutes ago. This can't be happening. No, this isn't happening. This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
It felt like a different world, though. It just felt different. It felt like Back to the Future type. Like, did somebody do something? Like,
It was strange. It did feel like
how did we end up here? Like, Donald Trump reminds me of like Biff from Back to the Future. He acts like that, like the character in Back to the Future Part 2.
right.
How?
Oh yeah, Biff when he owns the casinos.
Yeah, he's on the casino. Like, look, he said if a kid comes by here with a crazy doctor, it was only one thing to do.
He's stroking a gun.
Yeah.
That got dark quickly. Thank God we had Martin in the early 90s.
Yes, Martin, man.
I found this interesting note to put a pin in it. In 1997, Tisha Campbell, who's Martin's girlfriend, filed a lawsuit against Martin Lawrence for sexual harassment, verbal and physical assaults. She did not appear in most of season 5. The case was actually settled, so the last season could be filmed. She returned to film the finale of the show under the condition that she would not share any scenes with Lawrence. That's how the series ended. How weird is that?
Really? I didn't know that. I knew she's filed some type of suit. I didn't know that. But it's so funny you say that because now they're friends. So go figure. Like,
are they really? Wow.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's really weird though, because I don't know. I guess you can't make believe kiss people for 6 years and be like, You're kissing me a little bit too much. Like I don't.
Yeah. In 90, when it happened, 97. So the tail end of the series anyway. How about this? We'll go out on this. Recast Martin for nowadays, for 2020. Say we're going to make a Martin reboot. Who plays Martin, his friends?
I don't know. It wouldn't be a Martin show, but I will have to go with, I guess, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, he's an easy one. You can almost put
Yeah.
him in it. He's the Martin character. Okay.
Yeah, because he's like the main guy. Who would be his friends?
I got one for Cole.
Who?
I think it'd be a perfect fit. For Cole, we go Ron Funches.
Oh yeah, you can do Ron
He's
Funches. Yeah,
funny. He's a great friend character. He can just come in and make the funny jokes.
yeah.
He's my Cole.
You could do Ron Funches for Cole. I don't know.
Along the Kevin Hart lines for Gina, Martin's girlfriend, it has to be shoot, I already forgot her name. she's in everything too. Oh, come back to me. I'll come back.
Oh, Taraji?
No,
Taraji P. Henson? Okay.
I'm blanking on her name. She's in everything too.
Not Teresa Thompson.
All right, come back to that. We got to figure out Tommy. Really just Tommy.
You know who I think is a funny guy, but he hasn't been in sitcoms, but he's a comedian. Greer Barnes. I don't know if you ever heard. He's like a New York comic.
And you're him for Tommy.
I think he would be perfect. Yeah. He's funny. He's funny, dude. Yeah, you got to look up his stand-up, man, if you ever get a chance.
Oh, okay. Okay, I found it. She's in Girls' Night. Who is this?
Oh, Tiffany Haddish?
Tiffany Haddish. Why am I blanking on her name? She has to be Gina. She has to be the girlfriend.
She has to be Gina?
Yeah.
I think she'd be a better Pam because she's the ones with the the jokes.
Pam was feisty. Yeah.
Yeah, and go back. She's like a feisty type person. She wants to be like doing jokes and saying jokes and like going back and forth with whoever the Martin character is. I think
maybe we need a little more straight down the middle Gina selection.
Like maybe like Taraji P. Henson or Kerry Washington, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
From yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna go super off the beaten path for Gina.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that show, That's So Raven? Let's get Raven Simone back in.
Oh, Raven Simone? Yeah, that's off the beaten path.
That's off the beaten path.
How does her hair look these days? What is she doing?
Maybe she's more of a neighbor.
I don't. Yeah, she could be more of a. Is Raven Simone still around?
Yeah, I think so. We'll find her.
Okay. Yeah, that is off the beaten path, but I could see it. I guess Raven Simone.
Recasting Martin. It's not easy to do. It may be unanswerable, as we found
It'll
out.
be a totally different show because those are different comedy styles. Like, I don't know, is it me? But Kevin Hart always plays like scared in every role he's in. Yeah, it's just, I don't know if that's funny or not, but.
How about this to wrap up? How many times the day after Martin, when you went back to school, did you greet your friends with the super high-pitched "What's up"?
I never did that.
Oh, come on. You never did that? You never did the "What's up" to everybody at school the next day?
The Mario "What's up"? Nah, I can't say I did that. I don't remember doing it.
Are you trying to tell me my Hispanic Christian school wasn't on the pulse of urban slang in the early 90s? Are you trying to tell me we got it wrong?
You got it wrong.
We got it wrong.
Yeah, nobody was doing, I don't know what slang was this. You're the bomb and stuff like that, or you got.
His sayings. He had the "What's up." He would greet people with like "What's up," and then he would say "You go, girl," and then my favorite was when he was insulted, "Get to stepping."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get to stepping. Yes.
Get to stepping.
Me and my friends used to have a saying. We would say, "Get missing." That's what we would.
Oh, Get Missing.
Yes, Get Missing.
Let's bring that back. Get Missing.
Yeah, man. Good.
Excellent. Martin, season 1, episode 6, Forever Sheneneh.
Forever Sheneneh.
We did it. Thanks, EL.
Yeah, man.
That's it for the episode of Running It Back. Thank you, EL Smith, for joining me. Thank you, Martin Lawrence. Thank you, Internet Connection. Thank you, everybody who listened. That was a lot of fun. I have a lot of thinking to do. I still don't know if Shanaynay found love. I like to think so. I doubt it, though. Next week, another show of Running It Back. Sunday night, an episode of the Sunday Talk. A lot of stuff on YouTube. Go listen. Thanks, everybody. Be well.